Welcome back into Wave 3 Listens Live. I'm Michael Vanover. Switching gears, talking about the Kentucky Blood Center previously. We're now going to be talking about Masonic Homes. And joining me now, Kara Lococo, the Corporate Director of Sales with Masonic Homes of Kentucky, and Chris Just, the Associate Executive Director at Grove Point Assisted Living Community, is joining me now. Thank you all for being here today.
Thank you. We're
glad
to be here.
Yeah, so Masonic Homes is a name that a lot of people are familiar with here in the community. You guys have done an amazing job out there. Everybody, I think, knows the location. But for those that don't know, Kara, if you could give a little bit of background on the campus as it is now and the exciting news that you have to share today.
Yes. So we are a brand new assisted living community that is opening on August 1st of this year. The great thing about this is not only are we new, this is something that Masonic Homes has been doing for years. We have been a premier provider in this community for the aging care industry. We're known for our compassion and our hospitality and our passionate employees, and that's one of the big things, is just based on that reputation alone that's drawing such a large amount of people to our community.
So Chris, with Grove Point, you know, this is obviously something that is new, that's exciting, but it's going to keep the same historical standards that Masonic Homes have set. What is the actual facility going to be like?
Well, you know, it's really it's going to be a top-notch facility. The finishes and the decor is going to be wonderful. It's going to be, you know, absolutely great for the residents who want to enjoy an active lifestyle, you know, with plenty of activities that they can do to keep them engaged and involved, and of course the freedom to be able to come and go as they please, with the security of knowing that there's staff there 24 hours a day in case they need help. So it's really going to be a tremendous active community.
And we just need people to get on campus to see it, because I think based on these pictures we're seeing right now, which, by the way, if you want to chime in on anything that's popping up on screen right now, you can do that. But based on the pictures I'm seeing, this looks like a resort. I mean, this is a place that you want to be, right? You just need to get on there and check it out.
Our whole campus is a resort. Not only do they get to enjoy the services and amenities at Grove Point, they get to enjoy everything that our campus has to offer, from our internal own medical clinic to our walking trails and grounds and numerous campus restaurants. The community specifically was designed by architects that thought out how seniors would want their apartments designed, what is the space that they need, what are the amenities that they're telling us that they want. Things such as adding a nice wellness center. The more that people are aging, the more active. I think our whole community is focusing in Louisville on being more active, and that's one of the things that we have made a huge pact for at Masonic Homes as a whole, and even at Grove Point.
So, Chris, let's talk about the culture, you know, not only with Masonic Homes, but also what people can expect at Grove Point as far as, you know, the interactions with family members that come to visit, the interactions with the people that are, you know, that are there. Just what's it like from an employee and a resident culture?
Sure, good question. You know, we really strive to have, you know, a world-class experience for our residents and their loved ones and their visitors that come. Customer service is, you know, super important for us. And Masonic Homes' motto is passionate people, inspiring lives. And that's what we try to do when we find or are recruiting for our staff, is we want to find those people that are passionate about what we do, which is giving a rewarding, enriching lifestyle for our seniors that entrust us with their lives. And, you know, so we really strive to make it personalized and work with each resident and their family to give them that lifestyle that they deserve.
Well, I think, and Kara, I think it's so important, because when you're taking, you know, oftentimes somebody that's leaving their home, somebody that they've been in for a long time, this is a major change for them. But when you're going into a place like the pictures we just saw, and again, the reputation that Masonic Homes has, it just seems like you make the transition really easy.
Yes, and I think it's something that people feel from the moment that they actually drive on our campus. As soon as you go through that front entrance, you immediately just see nothing but its own community. Masonic Homes it's literally its own little city, and it's a heartfelt feeling as soon as you step on campus. And then once you actually meet our staff and get that one-on-one time to hear about how we can help them individually, as Chris was saying, it's a no-brainer to families that are coming in.
So you guys have an event coming up, is that right?
Yes.
Tell me some of the details on that event.
So one of the things that we have learned from meeting with different families and residents that will be moving into the community is that they want those candid perspectives from people that are moving in on why did you choose to move into Grove Point? Why are you choosing assisted living? How do I talk to mom and dad about moving into an assisted living community? So we're actually inviting some of our depositors and some of our family members to come and share those perspectives with the public. So that event will be held next Wednesday. It is July 13th at noon at the Olmsted. We will be providing lunch, and you can come and meet all of the people that are moving into Grove Point and even potentially become a resident yourself.
Well, Kara, that sounds like such a great event. And Chris, I think it's really important that you have those conversations, again, with the children of the people that are, how do I talk to mom and dad?
Right.
I mean, that is such a common thing. How important is it in your estimation to do something like this? Because I think a lot of times people don't know where to turn.
Exactly. It is a hard conversation to have with your elderly parent that maybe you shouldn't drive anymore, or maybe you're really not able to live at home anymore. So, it's really important that we be as supportive and provide as much detail about what life's going to be like when they move into the community so that they know what to expect when they get there and they feel comfortable with the people that they're going to be entrusting their loved ones to. So, being able to have an event like this is just really important. We've got people that already live on the campus in other settings that will be talking at it and why they chose Masonic Homes and why Masonic Homes is special to them. So I think it'll be a lot of really valuable information for people to learn.
Now, Kara, you talk about it being its own little city. I mean, you guys have events there. I've been to luncheons and breakfasts and different events on the campus. It's just a really lively, it's a fun place to be, and it's of course beautiful. What do you think when you look at the residents there and you just talk to them and you interact? What do they say? I mean, what is their experience like? I'm sure they've made a lot of new friends. It's just got to be really, really positive.
Yes, it's so funny. There was a resident recently that approached me and she said, I only have one complaint about this place. And I said, well, what's that? And she said, there is just too much to do. I'm gaining weight. The food is so good. And so that is the true atmosphere. And of course you giggle because you're like, oh no, there's a complaint. And of course, as I was saying, we're all about hospitality,
sure,
that customer, centered focused approach for all of our residents. And it was great to hear such a big compliment. And we hear that all the time.
If that's the worst complaint you get, that's pretty good. You're in pretty good shape. So one more time, if people are watching at home and they maybe have an elderly parent or maybe they're thinking about the transition themselves, where can they find out more information?
Yes, so you can call and schedule a one-on-one appointment with our sales manager, Casey Hargis, or you can attend our event, which again is next Wednesday, June 13th at noon at the Olmsted. So we hope to see everybody on campus soon.
All right, Kara, Chris, thanks so much for being here today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank
All right,
you.
we'll be right back on Wave 3 Listens Live. Stay with us.